This video is brought to you by Fulfillrite. You've been working hard on your board game for years, or perhaps you've created a new fantastic technological wonder and you just need a little bit of funding to make it a reality. No matter what you've done, you've put your heart into it. You've designed it, tested it, gone to all the conventions and events, built up a mailing list and everything else. So Kickstarter is your destiny. And then someone asks you, oh so bluntly, well, is your Kickstarter going to take care of customs and VAT? Well, there go your dreams. Cabins depressurizing, we're losing altitude. Not so fast. Customs and VAT may seem very complicated, and yes, we won't lie to you, they are. But with a little bit of planning, you can handle your Kickstarter or Indiegogo backers' customs with ease. And in this video, we're going to discuss 3 ways that you can do just that. Now, one quick caveat, we are making this video assuming that you're doing business in the US. If you're not though, most of the advice in this video is still going to apply. But before we get to that, a quick note. If you need help fulfilling your Kickstarter or Indiegogo orders, look no further. We've worked with hundreds of crowdfunding campaigners and would be happy to help you too. Go to fulfillrite.com/open to request a quote today, link in the description. Alright, back to the show. Before we dive headfirst into the 3 strategies you can use to handle crowdfunding customs, let's talk about how customs and VAT work. Whole idea behind customs is to allow different countries to control the flow of goods in and out of their borders. They want to incentivize some kinds of trade and disincentivize other kinds of trade. And of course, we all know what plain old taxes are for. So customs and duties are taxes that are imposed on goods when they are transported across international borders. These taxes are based on tariff codes, which correspond to the type of item which is being exported or imported. Now, VAT, or value-added tax, is a tax that countries apply based on a percentage of the item's sale price. So to simplify, many times when your Kickstarter or Indiegogo backer in a foreign country imports your item, someone will have to pay for customs and duties and or VAT. Now, customs and VAT don't apply to everything. Most countries do not have a VAT at all, so often that doesn't even apply. Customs duties only apply if the imported goods value exceeds the importing country's customs de minimis value. So a similar principle also applies to VAT. As an example, in the USA, as of the time that we're creating this video, an item imported from a country with a value of less than $800 US is duty-free. Beyond that, well, pay up. Lastly, you might be saying, well, how do the tax authorities know what an item is worth? Simply put, you, the sender, tell them. The value you tell them is the declared value. You can see our description for a link to a video showing you how to choose a declared value. The most important thing to know here is that you don't lowball it. Method number 1, your customers pay for customs and VAT. Now that I've given you a pounding migraine by explaining international tax law, let's talk about how you can handle customs during your Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign. The first method is deceptively simple. Do nothing. Neither platform's creators are obligated to go out of their way to ensure that backers don't pay customs. In fact, if your item is really low in value, it may fall under the customs de minimis of most countries, making it not worthwhile to try and create a customs-friendly campaign. What's more, many international backers are accustomed to paying for customs and VAT for Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaigns that they receive. Now, the benefit of this method is clear. It's very easy for you. There are many drawbacks, however. You will likely have fewer international backers for one, because international backers may not be expecting a customs bill, which would make them mad at you if they received one. As a result, you could have ongoing customer service issues as well as decreased customer retention. So in many ways, you can consider this the default option. Even Kickstarter itself does not require Kickstarter creators to explain how customs will be handled. They just merely recommend it. That brings us to method 2, split your inventory between countries and manage multiple warehouses. Customs friendly is a phrase that you see on a lot of Kickstarter and Indiegogo pages if you look. You can often find variants of it such as EU friendly, UK friendly, Canada friendly, and Australia friendly. This is generally understood to mean one of the 3 following. 1, goods are shipped from within a country or region, avoiding import fees and taxes. 2, goods are below the customs de minimis value. 3, the import fees are handled on behalf of the backer. So with this in mind, it makes sense that if your campaign rewards exceed the customs and or VAT de minimis values of the countries you plan to ship to, that you must split your inventory between warehouses in different regions of the world. Many board game Kickstarters, for example, have a warehouse in the US, one in the EU, one in Australia, one in Canada, and so on. Now, this approach has a number of benefits. Backers receive their rewards pretty quickly after shipping since the warehouse is in their country. What's more, they never see crowdfunding related customs or VAT fees, so it seems like an all-around win. But this is not always the best way to handle Kickstarter or Indiegogo customs. This is an appropriate approach for many campaigns, particularly very large ones. However, splitting your inventory between different warehouses has a lot of problems. You have to coordinate multiple freight shipments to different warehouses in different countries, which can become quite complex. For smaller campaigns, it can be prohibitively expensive to do this. And when each of those freight shipments docks, you have to pay customs. Now granted, the customs fees will be levied on the wholesale value of the goods and not the retail value, which is certainly to be higher, but this can still add up depending on how many countries you ship to. It's complex. The more warehouses you're working with, the more room there is for errors, customer service issues, delays, and unexpected bills. So that brings us to method 3. Consolidate your inventory in one warehouse and pay for customs and VAT. There is one last way you can handle customs and VAT for your campaign. It's tempting to think that if you are unable to split your inventory between different warehouses, then you're out of luck when it comes to customs and VAT. You might think that you have to default to method number 1. We're here to tell you that there is a viable middle ground. You can house your inventory in the US, ship internationally, and avoid having your backers pay customs and VAT. The trick is that you must use delivery duty paid shipping. Incidentally, we offer this at Fulfillrite through a service called Ascendia. The benefits of this method are clear. Freight and warehousing is not overly complicated when you use this structure. All of your items can be stored in a single warehouse, yet you have the ability to ship internationally without leaving customers with nasty customs surprises. This is done by paying the customs and VAT on their behalf through delivery duty paid shipping. Now this method isn't perfect. Paying customs fees as well as international shipping can be expensive. Just shipping can also be a little bit on the slow side too, but this is less of an issue with Kickstarter or Indiegogo than it is with e-commerce. However, even with this in mind, costs are likely to be lower using this method since method number 2 comes with the baggage of splitting a freight shipment and incurring greater transportation costs. In summary, handling customs and VAT for your crowdfunding campaign is easier than it has ever been before. For most small to medium-sized campaigns, we recommend method 3 to be the best practice. Method 1 is ideal for very small campaigns or ones that sell inexpensive items, that is $15 or less. Finally, method 2 is ideal for very large campaigns. No matter what you do for your campaign though, you can rest easy knowing that you have multiple options for handling international shipping and the fees that come with it. If you've watched this video and you feel like you might need help fulfilling your Kickstarter or Indiegogo orders, we'd like to help. Fulfillrite is the most trusted name in order fulfillment. Boost customer satisfaction and scale your business faster with a logistics partner that feels like an extension of your team. Services include same-day shipping, real-time order and inventory tracking, dedicated customer service, and volume-based discounts. Go to fulfillrite.com/open to request a quote today. Link in the description. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to ring the bell too so you can see the videos as soon as they drop. And now a parting question for you. Have you ever gotten a surprise customs charge on a Kickstarter or Indiegogo that you backed? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.